Whew. Alright, hey guys, it is VEDA Day 28, and I was having trouble coming up with something to talk about today. I didn't really want to do the daily question, and I was having a hard time, what's a topic I could talk about, what's something I could vlog about. I had an idea of something I wanted to talk about, and I was talking with my wife about it, and I wasn't sure if I really wanted to talk about it, because it's something pertaining to faith and religion. We were talking about it and I'm like, I try not to have a whole lot of stuff publicly online about, hot button issues like faith and religion or politics and things like that. I explained that I don't really want to talk about that stuff because I'm online mostly to promote my webcomic. And I want people to read my webcomic. And I don't want someone who goes to my site to decide, I'm not going to read this webcomic anymore because this guy said this thing about what he believes, or this guy said this thing about what political party or affiliation he has. And I feel like that's a bad reason to not read my comic. I feel like if you don't like my comic, that's a good reason to not read my comic, but not because of some opinion that I have. But the more we talked about it, the more I realized, and she helped me realize, that these are important things, and it's okay to have opinions about them, and if people can't separate my beliefs from their own, and from their experience of watching my videos on my channel, or reading my webcomic, or anything like that, then that's really not my problem. That sounds so mean. But that's kind of where it is. I just thought maybe I'd share a little bit. I'm opening up. We're rounding down to the end of VEDA, so let's talk about the real me a little bit. So several years ago, I decided I was an atheist, and that there was no God, and that I knew that there was no God, because that just made sense to me. I bought all these books, and others too, some that were maybe a little less rah-rah atheism. I identified as an atheist for about a year or two, and I realized that I wasn't one. Because the more I learned about atheism and the atheist movement, the more I realized that just was not a flag that I wanted to fly. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized I can't know whether or not there's a God. I can't know whether or not any religion is correct or incorrect. I can't know those things. I was in a place where I just didn't want to wave a flag. I didn't want to wave a Christian flag or a Buddhist flag or any flag. And I thought that being an atheist meant I don't have a flag. There's no flag. I don't have a belief. I don't subscribe to anything. But it doesn't, because it's the flag of all your flags are wrong. And I feel like that's too combative. If you know me at all, you know that I am not a very confrontational person. And so I can't carry a flag that says everyone who thinks against me is wrong. So I'm not an atheist. I'm definitely a strong agnostic, whatever that means. I used to really not like that word agnostic because I thought it just meant wishy-washy or weak-minded or can't decide, but it really doesn't. It just means I just don't know. And I can't know. And I think that that's kind of cool. I've come a long way on my spiritual journey in the past several years. I still don't believe that there is a God, but I'm open to learning more about different ways of interpreting the world around me, and I'm just, every day I'm striving to be more open-minded and to learn more about how I can understand the world that I live in and how I can appreciate the world that I live in better and better as I continue to live in it. I feel like that's pretty good. I feel like I like that, and I feel like that's a cause worth working towards. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, and this is only going to be like a 3 or 4 minute video, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it off there, but shared a little bit about me. Hopefully I did not offend anybody, and if I did, I apologize. That was certainly not my intent. If you guys want to share anything with me in the comments below or on Facebook or wherever I post this, please feel free. I would love to talk to you guys. Again, I'm trying to be open-minded, and I'm just trying to learn and trying to understand other perspectives and see the world through other people's eyes as much as I can, and sort of take from that what fits for me and expand my horizon. So anyway, if you guys want to share anything with me, that's great. Go ahead and leave a comment. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the Tomcast. Here we go.